Today, I'd like to share with you a visual explanation on how to discern truth from illusion in self inquiry meditation, how to discern self and not self. Enjoy. This is the entire field of phenomena, always changing. This is everything knowable, perceivable, mind body world, subtle objects, material objects. I am not this. These are all changing images. Our objective in self inquiry is to discern between the changing images and the unchanging light or knowing of the changing images. This is what feels in our every experience as presence or identity, which is I, now, the present moment. Itself, it is formless, it has no form, it is not perceived as an object. See it as your own seeing. And this is what we are discerning. Like, being this, we are seeing that I am not this. Every time you notice that a thought was seen, you are seeing it here as this, not as a body, not as a thought. Yes, thoughts think about things, thoughts think about thoughts, but what sees thoughts thinking about things? What sees thoughts thinking about thoughts? Thoughts are always words, images. That's how thinking functions, right? Language, words, images. But the arising and passing of words and images is perceived. There's awareness of words and images coming and going. The words and images are not self. I am that which perceives the words and images come and go. There's no language that operates here. We're all from different parts of the world. We speak different languages. Thinking appears in different languages, but there is a wordless, languageless seeing of whatever language the thoughts are arising in. Thoughts may set us apart, but the identity of each and every one of us is the same. And there's no difference there because it's not a form. Therefore, it cannot be differentiated from one to another. This is the presence of the one same self that shines in each unique experience. So, I or self or now is like the fragrance of the self, which we have to follow in each experience. Because it doesn't have a form, it cannot be perceived as an object, as an experience. Uh, but it does leave a subtle trace in every experience. You can feel into the now, or you can sense the I. You can recognize the perceiver perceiving. And we can also see that there's no concept of a problem here, right? There's no concept of a motive or desire here. There's no concept of avoidance here. There's no concept of pursuit of gain here. All of those things that are just mentioned are mental themes present only in thoughts, in words, in images. The concerned mind is perceived by me, that which is not concerned. The concerned mind is perceived by me, for whom even the concerned mind is not a concern. The mind is concerned about what will happen to the body in the world, but even the concerned mind is an object in my seeing. I am not concerned about even the concerned mind. There's no notion of concern present in presence. I am simply the total allowance, the awareness of all experiences, including the concerned mind, the emotional mind. Which is why when we were talking earlier, we were like, the advice is like to not believe in these mental pursuits that like, hey, how do I avoid getting lost in thought? How do I make sure it doesn't happen again? Like these are all the mind's concerns. They just keep us focused in thoughts and creating a future out of the practice where we are more stable and whatnot. It's useless engaging in such mental pursuits. Instead, in the very moment, wherever you find yourself, even you, if you were just lost in thoughts for who knows how long, and so attached, the feeling of importance of like thoughts are so important. In that very moment, pierce through with recognizing yourself subtler than them. One thing is trying to fight thoughts or trying to get rid of thoughts. Another thing is just recognizing yourself as the perceiver of them. The moment we recognize ourselves as the perceiver of thoughts, thoughts dissipate. And all that is left is you, wordless, thoughtless presence. I am. That presence is impersonal. So that is literally the entirety of our practice. That is the definition of meditation. Rest as that, be that, and don't identify with things. Don't identify with objects, subtle or material. Beautiful thing about this is it's always available here and now, which is like the ground of your entire experience, no matter what you're doing, where you are in the world, what the mental and emotional state is. It is all enlivened by your presence. This is the only thing throughout the unfolding of all of what we call personal life is the only unchanging reality. Everything else is changing. So that's also a great method of discernment. Anything that changes, it cannot be self. Discern between the unchanging and the changing, the seer and the seen. subject, object. That's how we discern between truth and illusion. If you have any questions on this explanation, comment them down below, or you can ask them in our free self inquiry community. If you need help taking your meditation practice much deeper, join Self Inquiry School and take our 10-week course. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you next time.